Hello everybody! I am totally not going to do any of this video in Pavi's accent because you don't want to hear me try, but I recently watched Repo the Genetic Opera for the first time. It was amazing. I had to do this makeup. Let's go.
Obviously, starting off with a clean, moisturized face, the first thing you want to do is mark out the edges of the mask with a brown eyeshadow. Pavi has 3 hooks on each side of his face, one on his temple, one on his cheekbone, and one on his chin, that hold the mask in place. I also took this time to draw in the shape of the hooks and the holes in the mask where the hooks are attached. Then, taking a small shader brush, I blended all the edges outward so it looked like the mask was casting a shadow on my face. Then I slapped down some concealer as a base for the eyeshadow on the hooks, just because I was using a powdery eyeshadow. Then I took a light silver eyeshadow and filled in the entire shape. Then I took a darker gray on that same brush and I shaded them to make them look more three-dimensional. Now, on a very fluffy brush, I took some lipstick and started putting down a base layer of that red color around the hooks. Then, using a tiny lip brush, I went outside of the mask with that same lipstick and created nonsense shapes and patterns to emulate the burn scars. Next up, I took 2 different colors of blush, one bright pink and one more muted peach, and I blended over the red lipstick to make it look a little less harsh. Then, to bring some life back to Pavi's face, I took some foundation on a fluffy brush and I basically painted back in portions of unburned skin, and it breaks up the redness. I also took a small brush and a brown contour color and I just shaded them a little bit. The most full coverage foundation I had goes inside the mask. And now, using a black eyeshadow, I outlined the eye sockets of the mask. I filled in my actual eyelid with those pink colors from before. And then I filled in my eyebrows, mostly like I usually do, but a lot heavier to make them look a lot more drawn on. Now, using a black liquid liner with a felt tip, I'm outlining the eye sockets because Pavi's mask is wearing makeup. On the outer corner of the eye socket, not your real eye, there's a tiny flip of a wing, and the bottom edge doesn't quite meet up with that wing. I also drew on some fake eyelashes. Then, to emulate the eyeshadow Pavi's mask is wearing, blended out more black eyeshadow and then brought that down to slightly contour my nose. There's also slight contouring on the cheekbone. And then I powdered the heck out of my face. Now I took my darkest red eyeshadow and applied it with a lip brush for more precision, and I made a very exaggerated, very pointed cupid's bow. Then, as a last step, I took some fake blood and I applied it with the back of a makeup brush to the areas where the hooks are digging into Pavi's skin. And just adds a little extra oomph, especially if you speckle a little bit of blood on the hooks themselves. And that's it. Grab a mirror and ready to steal some hearts.
And that's it. I'm sure this one was a long one, so thank you for sitting through it. I hope I explained everything well. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me down below. But yeah, I had tons of fun doing this, even if I had some frustrating technical difficulties. You guys are fun. Hope to see you guys in my next video, and as always, guys, stay safe. That must have been creepy as fuck. Wow. That's going in the bloopers at the end, okay? My hair does not want to cooperate.